In 52 minutes, I built a complete hotel marketing campaign: research, strategy, hero images, animated video, landing page, and social posts. It seems like every day there's a new AI tool, and the choice is just goddamn overwhelming. And I've spent hundreds of hours testing just about every new tool that comes out. I'm going to show you the 5 tools that you need to get great results and how to use them together. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact research method that finds real customer pain points, why ChatGPT writes better prompts than you do for just about every other AI tool, and the one easy-to-use image generation tool that gives you 20 variations in one batch. All of the tools that I'm going to show you have free plans, so you don't even need to pay for subscriptions.
Let's get going!
So it all starts in ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT for brainstorming, for just as a thinking partner on any question that I have, and I use it to write prompts for all the other tools that we're going to use. So let's start off and just give ChatGPT a simple prompt. So we're just going to tell it, I need to create a marketing campaign for this hotel. I'm going to leave it on thinking so that it's going to do a little bit of preliminary research to get some context on this hotel. Now, I use ChatGPT because it's the all-round, most general, smartest thinking model. And it's got a lot of capabilities built into it as well. You can use Claude, you can use Gemini. For me, ChatGPT is just the easiest one to use. After it's given us a few ideas for what kind of campaigns it's going to run, we're going to ask it to write a research prompt. Okay, so it's given me this long and in-depth answer. It's done a little bit of preliminary research to give itself some context on who this hotel is. Now, we're going to choose one of the core offer ideas that it's given us. I quite like this lazy Sunday staycation idea. So I've just written the prompt: write a deep research prompt to help me discover the hotel's customers and their pain points, as well as any similar competitors' marketing campaigns for the lazy Sunday staycation campaign. So this is going to bring us into our next tool, which is deep research. And this is going to go off and research for anywhere between 10 and 30 minutes, depending on which tool you use, and get really valuable in-depth information. We can use the one in ChatGPT, which is actually the best one. But when you want research to be done more quickly, you can use Google Gemini. So we'll jump over to that after we've got our research prompt. Okay, so it's written this really long, in-depth prompt that gives us all the context we need, a method for how to find the information, target competitor set, search queries and operators, and output requirements. So we're just going to copy this and go over to Gemini. Over here in Gemini, we're just going to go into Tools, choose Deep Research, and I've pasted that prompt, and we're just going to click Submit. It's going to check that it has the research plan correct, and then it's going to go off and do its thing. I'll pause the video and let it work for 5 to 10 minutes, however long it takes. So this is the result from Deep Research. It's called Strategic Market Analysis for the Lazy Sunday Staycation. It's got core recommendations, defining the staycation persona, their staycationer's journey, their needs, their pains and gains, competitive landscape analysis, a full table, blah, 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 blah. So much information here. Imagine what you can do with this. What I also use Deep Research for is design, analysis, and recommendations. Just to give you an example, a logo that I've been working on for a secret project that I will share in another video sometime was for this company. They had this logo generated by AI. It's also for the hotels, real estate, and F&B industry. And using the information that I got from Deep Research, I updated the logo so that it is going to resonate better with our target audience. Anyway, getting back to our Deep Research here, we're just going to copy the contents and go back once again to ChatGPT. And we would paste it in here. And I've written this prompt saying, based on this research, refine the lazy Sunday staycation campaign and suggest 3 hero images that we can use the campaign. Output 3 image generation prompts. We're going to use 2 different tools to generate these 3 main images. We're going to use Midjourney because it's the most visually beautiful. And we're going to use a tool called OpenArt. So this is OpenArt. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just find them really convenient to use. With OpenArt, you can choose any image generator you want to use. The 3 I use most often are Nano Banana, Seedream, which is a Chinese model, and Flux Context Pro. Let's stick with Nano Banana. With this tool, you're able to create multiple images at the time. See down here, you can choose up to 4 images. So it's going to use the same model and generate 4 different variations. So it saves on iteration time, right? Let's go back to ChatGPT. Here are our image prompts. The reason why it has outputted the image prompts like this is because I've put this formula into ChatGPT's memory. So it tells you the title, concept, goal, reference, style, scene, subject, composition, camera, lighting, everything like that. And it's put it into JSON format, which is just a programming language that these image models understand better. So we'll copy that, go back into OpenArt, paste it into here, and generate 2 images with Nano Banana. We'll make it 16 by 9. We'll click create. Then we'll switch models and go to Seedream. Seedream actually allows you to go up to 4K. Let's just put it onto 2K, make sure widescreen is selected and click go. If you'd like me to post my master formula for image prompt generation, put a comment in the description below. One thing that I should note is that Midjourney, unlike the other image generators, doesn't like this kind of JSON style formatting. It prefers much simpler prompts. So I just got ChatGPT to rewrite those prompts. Now let's go and have a look and compare those images. So this is Midjourney's result. As you can see, you get a lot of variation in the kinds of images, very stylized. And they're all totally different. I do like the aesthetic, especially of this one here. It just seems kind of so up close and personal. And then with the image generators in OpenArt, these were the results from Nano Banana, these 2 here, and these were from Seedream. Personally, I really like this image from Seedream because it's a little bit off-center. It doesn't just have the tray in the middle of the photograph, so I think that's great. The next thing that we can do, staying right within OpenArt, is we can now animate this. So we'll just go to Use Image, and we'll go Image to Video. And once again, Seedream gives us a choice of different video models. Let's go with Sora 2. And what we need now is an animation prompt. So we'll go back to ChatGPT and just say video generation prompt. For the first image, using the ideas from the campaign. Once again, it's given us this really detailed prompt. This prompt gives us the action, the camera framing, the camera movement, composition and depth, telling what to avoid. It's also included some sound cues, so dialogue, ambience, and sound effects. So we'll just copy that, go back over to OpenArt, paste it into here, and go create. I'll come back to you when it's done. So you need to remember that creating videos is kind of like pulling the arm of a slot machine. The first video output that I mistakenly only made 4 seconds of was this.
Your weekend ends Monday morning. Your weekend
Not
ends Monday
bad.
morning.
And then I tried an 8-second version with a scene change.
Your weekend ends Monday morning. Check out at 4 p.m. Guaranteed.
It's better, but I would just keep iterating on this. Okay, let's move on to the next tool, which is a vibe coding platform that lets you create any kind of web app or website that you want. This is one that I made for one of my clients who's in finance. I made this entire website just using natural language. I also made another tool for myself, which I think is really cool. Basically, you just enter in a YouTube video, click extract and write. It reads the transcript of the YouTube video, and then it writes a post for my LinkedIn and a post for my WhatsApp group. So before we actually create the website with Lovable, we're going to write the body copy, the copywriting language for this campaign. And instead of using ChatGPT, I'm going to use Claude because it writes more like a human. Attached is a research report, that's the same one from Gemini before, and a hero image for a social media campaign for a hotel. The campaign is called Lazy Sunday Staycation. Write 3 captions that we can use for the photo on social media, and write body copy for a mini website that we can use as a landing page for the campaign. So we'll just let Claude do its thing, and I'm pretty sure that the results are going to be better than what we would get out of ChatGPT. I'd encourage you to use both, but generally speaking, for writing emails, body copy, anything where you need that more kind of human touch, that's where I use Claude, and I've been using it more and more. I've taken the website body copy from Claude and pasted it into ChatGPT, and it's quite well written, I think. It makes for a really good little website. I've said, using this body copy, write a prompt for Lovable to create the mini website. I'll attach the hero image to the prompt, and it can generate auxiliary on-brand images and icons when necessary. It's given me this long prompt for how Lovable should create the website. We're just going to copy this and take it across to Lovable. Okay, so I've just pasted the prompt and attached the image. Now we'll click go and let Lovable do its thing. So in Lovable, you don't need to deal with any code whatsoever. It's all just natural language. In about 10 minutes, it created this pretty nice looking website. The one thing that I would change is I would make the fonts Sarah, but look at what it's done. It's created icons, it's created additional pictures showing the features, some placeholders for the prices, booking link, some reviews, details, and then again, just a footer and a call to action. I think that's pretty great. What I've done in OpenArt is also add our tagline to the photo and resize it to a square. And then I use the rest of the body copy that was generated by Claude to give a preview of what the post would look like. So it's got Lazy Sunday Staycation, booking direct, and then we can add our link there, and it's added some hashtags as well. So in less than an hour, we've used 5 tools to create a full draft campaign for this hotel. And you could use the same process for any similar project. We use ChatGPT to brainstorm some campaign ideas. We use Gemini Deep Research to analyze our customers and our competitors to refine the idea. We use image generators to create an on-brand hero image and a not so great video, but I think this just needs more iteration. We use Claude to write copy for our social media campaign and our website, and we used Lovable to make a quick landing page. ChatGPT was the backbone for writing all the prompts for all the other tools. In real life, I'd take more time with each step if it was a real project, but I hope this gave you an idea of the best AI tools to use and how to use them together. The next natural step is automation, and in a future video, I'll give you a peek into a tool that I'm building with my partners that automates this entire process and integrates directly with social media platforms and analytics. If you'd like my master image and video generation prompts, drop a message below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.